still going to encourage you to take notes. What's up, Ryan? But if you don't, good brother, how are you?
Ryan, you can keep right in here. All right, perfect.
So I'm going to encourage you to still take notes, but if in the event, we're moving a little fast.
Move this, however, when you're sharpening.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, we on? We good?
Mm-hmm.
Live from Houston, Texas. Okay. All right, here we go. So first I'm going to show you the sharpening part first, and then I'm going to go into the actual process of the service call. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to have this Ed Reed sharpener. All right. These sticks are specifically designed for the double D edge. Okay. There's other sharpeners with other ceramic stones out there, but these sticks have grooves that have specifically been designed for our edge. Okay. So the way you sharpen is you're going to have, if you're right-handed, okay, so you're gonna have it like this, okay. On the right side, you're gonna have the grooves facing inward. Okay, on the left side, you're gonna have one of the points facing inward of the triangle. So on the right side, grooves are facing inward. On the left stone, one of the tips of the triangle, one of the points of the triangle is gonna be facing inward. Okay. Good. Now, also what it's going to come with, which I don't see here, is going to come with 2 metal rods. These metal rods are going to go in these little inserts right here, and those are your finger protectors. Okay. Obviously, we're not going to use the metal rods here because you don't have them, but I highly encourage you do that. Okay. So you don't like sharpen and then sharpen your way into one of your fingers. Okay. So I highly recommend those metal rods. All right, customers will appreciate you not bleeding on their stuff. All right, so the way you sharpen the double D edge, there's a way you can kind of tell. This is actually still pretty sharp. Where is the trimmer that you have? Is it quick with this? Okay. So there's a way you can kind of feel the edge of the knife. All right, and the way you do this, you obviously don't go this way. That will result in a cut. Okay, yeah. But you can feel the teeth. So if you're holding the knife like this in your right hand and you've got the blade facing away from you, you can put your fingers on the teeth and you can pull away from the teeth a little bit and you'll notice a catch. It's okay. You'll notice a little bit of a catch. Okay. When it's sharp, it's going to catch the skin. When it's not sharp, you're not going to feel a catch. Hopefully we'll be able to sew that. I'll be able to show you that with his trimmer that he's going to grab. Okay, so that's a way that you can tell when they're sharp. That's also a way that your customers can tell. That'll mean more relevance when I'm going through the service call approach here in a little bit. Okay, while he's going to get that one, I'm just going to show you. So the way you sharpen, you line up the grooves, 90-degree angle. Okay, perpendicular to the block. Okay, and 90-degree angle like this. So you don't want it like that. You don't want it too far. Okay, just flush with the counter. All right, and you sharpen only down. So you line up those grooves. All right, here we go. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, this is a great example. Okay, so you're gonna do what I'm showing you here. So just so you guys can see, notice there's no sliding on the blade, thus resulting in cuts. This is just the way you can tell if it's sharp or if it's dull. So go ahead and we're gonna do both. So you just take it like that and just kind of, so you hold in your right hand, left hand underneath. Notice there's smoothness, there's no catch, right? And then notice with this one, there's a reason we're doing this, by the way. When we get into the service call, it's gonna make more sense. Just like that, feel there's no, you just kind of drag your fingers, you're not really feeling anything. Do you feel the difference, Ryan? Yeah. All right. There you go. Yeah, don't be that person. Feel the difference?
My fingers are already kind of messed up.
But do you feel there's a little bit of a catch, right?
You didn't do I can feel it, no catch.
Feel the difference?
I do both hands. Like it feels like it's there.
Yeah, it's less smooth. You feel the difference now? Okay. You can feel that that's smooth when you do it. There you go. The other, away, going that way. Yeah, you'll notice it that way. So it's on the double D stamped side. And then you'll feel the difference.
Yeah.
Feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a way for you to recognize the difference between a sharp and a dull double D edge. And also for your customers, that'll be relevant too if you show your customers that. All right. You just want to make sure you show your.
Okay.
Now you see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's a little easier for you with your thumb.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So what we want to do is we want to make this edge like that one. So again, the way you do it, 90 degrees, perpendicular. So perpendicular and perpendicular. All right. And you don't sharpen up, you're only sharpening down. And you're going in between those grooves. Medium pressure. You don't have to go too hard, but if you do too light, you're not going to be doing much sharpening. Yep, slowly. So I'm slowly just moving along the blade to get to those different blades in between the different teeth. I'm going pretty fast. You don't have to go this fast, especially at first as you're getting used to it. I've just sharpened thousands of knives at this point. Right? So at first, you can kind of just get a feel for it. I've done that, yeah. Yeah. And when you focus on serving and you focus on serving at a high level, even if that means sharpening a whole complete set, the likelihood of them buying a lot more from you also goes up. Okay, if you're focused on serving, there's usually a reciprocation of them getting even more. All right, so on this side, on the right-hand side, that's where the double D edge is. Notice how it's flat here. There's flat here, and you can see the double D edge grooves here on this side. So this is the side on the right-hand side where you're going in between the teeth. Typically on the petite carver, the trimmer knives that have the point that tapers, this section is going to be a little more dull than the rest. So this might usually mean a little bit more of that sharpening.
And if it's a Santoku?
Santoku typically not needed because of the blade design. But with these tapering, most people use these knives like this. They dull the front part a lot faster. So that's typically going to need a little more work. If it's to a point where these teeth are basically gone, we can't bring the teeth back. That's where we're going to recommend sending it off for factory sharpening, and we'll help the customer kind of box it up and tell them how to do that. Okay, and we'll get to that point. All right, now on this, so this side, you're sharpening the edges in between the teeth. On this side, you're going to be removing burrs. Burrs are where these little teeth, almost sometimes on a microscopic level, roll over. Okay, and that's usually what the dulling feeling is. So when these little teeth are rolled over, what you do on this side, okay, obviously it's facing me. I'm just kind of doing this so y'all can see. You're going to act like you're slicing a sliver of this stone off. So this side, you're actually doing the sharpening between the teeth. This side, you're removing burrs. And so for my angle, it's like this. Like you're trying to slice off a little bit of a sliver of this stone. And you can even go back and forth a little bit as long as you're keeping it perpendicular. You don't want to bend. This is going to dull the crap out of the knife, right? This will scratch the blade. This angle removes the burrs. Does that make sense? So sharpening.
Once you feel it heavy, that's when it's like down.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we notice the catch. And this way. And again, you don't have to go as fast. You can kind of just do this, just to kind of get used to the routine first. But 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So we're not scratching the blade and we're not dulling the blade. It's 90 degrees. Okay, and then don't know if I have a polishing cloth.
If you need one, we have a whole box of them.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you guys have
I have
some.
one.
Thank you. So then we want to wipe the blade, and there's usually going to be a little bit of metallic residue. Okay.
Make sure you wipe it off so they don't get in their food.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll also probably want to rinse their knives off too before they go cut. Feel the difference.
How much does that thing cost? $30.
I think they're $30. Yeah.
You
Feel
can
the difference?
You can see it too. It looks shinier.
Huh?
It looks like shiny.
You have a little bit of a, yeah, part of that is the actual sharpening the teeth in between, or the blades in between the teeth. Some of that's the, yeah, the ones up top, you can still feel and need a little bit more. Feel the difference compared to what it was?
Yes, because this is like, I can feel it catch a lot right here.
Yeah,
And just slowly.
not as much there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what that means is I'm going to go a little bit, I'm going to do a little more work on that one.
And if it's to the point to where
Those teeth are like starting to be gone, then we're gonna recommend sending them off, and I'll tell you the verbiage for that.
That's why you always want to sell trimmers, right?
Is what?
You
I
also
like it.
sell a double the edge.
A double the edge, or a trimmer,
or set.
Sets even better, yeah, because those include plenty of straight edges and double the edges. But yes, it's good to have. It's good that you're helping them get trimmers. It's good that you're helping them get double the edges. Those are gonna stay sharp for a lot longer. You guys feel the difference so
Even
far?
like the hunting knives too, or like any other outdoors knife, always just over the edge, just because.
Yeah, there occasionally you're going to come across some people who are just really particular about a straight edge for their hunting knives, but for most customers, you can recommend the double the
I
edge.
don't want a serrated edge, but it's not.
And then you
serrated.
explain that it's
Yeah.
not serrated. Yeah, exactly. If you go the other direction, you'll notice it more. So that's the stamp side. That's the, feel that little catching. Okay, so that's a way that you can tell if you're sharpening without having to like actually cut something. Okay, so like you said, I'm gonna,
Because that's not gonna dull the knife.
right, when you're doing this, exactly. So I'm gonna work a little bit more on the top here.
So you want to use both?
For
For double the edge, the white shot.
the sharpeners, yeah, just ask Kathy or Spencer. You can order them on Vector Connect. They can order it for you, or you can set up a contest. You know, if you sell X amount, and you get the sharpener.
How much are they?
I think they're only like $30, 30, 35, something like that.
Or you make more money.
Yeah, it's an investment, of course. Again, ideally, you'll have these rods here so you can be safer when you're doing this. Okay. Sometimes you'll notice, like especially when you wipe, that if the tip is catching a little bit, there's a burr on the tip. And then for the tip, again, 90-degree angle, you can do that, and that'll flatten out that burr. So like it caught a little bit of the fabric as I did that. You can still see it's there.
Wash it.
Are you